Hey, hello, and welcome. It is Tuesday, and that means you are in the Author's Corner with Marissa Bloedoorn, as featured in the Own It magazine. I am so excited because we are in the season of spring cleaning, and all month long we'll be talking about spring cleaning, doing all of that necessary work to assess where you are right now. It is still the first quarter of the year, and you still have time to just get things up and get things snapping. And so, I want to talk to you today about spring cleaning. I also want to talk to you about the power of SWOT. And if you watched any of my other shows, we're going to be talking about this all month long on the different platforms as it relates to the specific platform. So when you think about the SWOT analysis for the author, that you want to look at how you've been selling your books, or if you're in the middle of working on a book project, or if you're thinking about a book project, where's your strengths? Where are you at with that project? Where are you at with your sales? And then what are your weaknesses? What's hindering you from moving forward? What's been your holdups, your setups? What's been slowing you down or getting in your way? Or are you yourself getting in your way? And then what are the opportunities? Well, when we're talking about spring cleaning, we're talking about opportunities. How have you been doing with selling your book? If you've ever listened to any of my other live shows, I've talked to you extensively about you had to take center stage and own it for yourself. So sometimes you have to make your own stage. You may not be getting invited to speak. You may not be getting invited to any kind of events. Create your own events. Don't wait for someone to make the opportunity for you. You need to be making the opportunities for yourself. And so I always suggest that you create your own event. Make sure it's affordable and profitable for yourself, affordable for the attendees and profitable for yourself. You want to see results. Your book, as they say, is your business, and it opens doors for you. So you want to make sure that it's doing that. So dust those books off. The weather is breaking. So dust those books off, and let's start to get into selling again. Get excited about the work that you've done and the work that you've published. Get excited about it. And like I said, the weather is breaking. So when you think about some different events and you think about cost and being cost effective, try to find events that you could do outside where the overhead doesn't cost you any money, the location doesn't cost you much money at all. And then think about also too how you're going to structure the event. Make sure that it is exciting, it's creative, and it leaves your guests coming back for more. They want more after they've experienced a book signing with you. And if you Google me and you look it up, I come at all my events. I come out singing. I come out exciting. And I also engage my audience, my participants, by talking to them in depth about the project, what inspired me to do it. People want to hear from you. They want to know you. They want to get to know you. So in your events, especially when you create them yourself, you have full control over giving your followers, your participants, your attendees. You have the opportunity to just wow them. And that's what you want to do. But you want to make sure that it's affordable for them, and you want to make sure that it's profitable for you. So that's your spring cleaning. Dust those books off and get them out. And let's get to selling those books. Let's get to really living it up. You really want to enjoy the work that you've done. Don't go quietly into the night. Don't get complacent. Don't get scared. Own it, own it, own it. Go out there and own it, own it, own it, own it. And if you want to, if you need some one-on-one, I offer a 15 to 30 minute power session. Just all you have to do is go to ownitpublishing@gmail.com and say your subject line. You want to say, I would like to schedule a 30-minute power session with you, Marissa. I really want to talk to you about some strategies, some ideas I have. And, coming out of the shadows, I know selling is the hardest part. You can write the book, you think writing the book is the biggest challenge. But the biggest challenge is once you've gotten past the book, is really going out there and truly maintaining that bestseller status, especially if you've gotten bestseller, you're a part of a collaborative work. you want to really be true to that bestseller status and go out there and sell your book. It's one thing to do a one-time campaign, but it's another thing to keep your message out there, to keep yourself growing. And if it really is going to be your business, then you really have to go out there and begin to structure your business around the book that you just published. And so I offer that to you as the, as the CEO and the, vision behind this platform. I will offer to anyone who messages me, emails me at ownitpublishing@gmail.com and says, hey, Marissa, I would like a strategy session. I'll drop you my calendar link. You'll get on my schedule and I will have a 30-minute scheduled session with you in ways that you can, really, really go out there, overcome some of the obstacles, personal, internal obstacles, as well as external obstacles. Trust me and believe me, I truly understand it, but I was able to overcome it. And just go out there and do my thing and get my book out there and get it selling. And so that was one thing, spring cleaning. Go out there and start looking at how you've been doing all year long. This is the end of the first quarter. Do an assessment. Evaluate yourself. Say, hey, have I been doing it? Don't wait for anyone else to evaluate you or give you feedback or hold you accountable. This is your life. This is your career. This is your business. This is your book. You want to own it. You want to take full responsibility of it. Don't wait for people. If you wait for people, you're going to be disappointed. Some people luck up. Some people are blessed. They got find people. I hear stories all the time about folks coming around and just helping folks to accelerate and level up. That was not the case for me, and that's not the case for some. And so if that's not the case for you, then you have to take control over what it is that you really want to accomplish as you are an author. You want to be creative. You want to look and see what other authors doing so that you can not take and copy what they do, but use what they've done as a model to get your own juices going so that you can create your own destiny, so that you can create your own blueprint for what it is that you want to accomplish. And so, like I said, when you begin to create these events and all of that other good stuff, you want to make sure that it's memorable and it leaves them coming back for more. And like I said, ownitpublishing@gmail.com is easy to remember because it's Own It. Everything that I do is all about Own It. Ownitpublishing@gmail.com. Email me. I'll be more than happy to do a quick strategy session with you, kind of figure out where it is that you've gotten stuck or where it is that you want to continue to flourish and grow. So that was one. And then two, I have a call for authors. But before I go into the call for authors, I want to say to you, if you are interested in being featured in the Own It magazine, if you're interested, if you really believe that your book, you have more to write than just what you've written in your book. If you are part of an anthology and you have more to write than just what was written, your chapter in that anthology, and you have something of substance that you feel like you can give an audience on a regular basis, Own It magazine is always looking for contributing writers. So if you're interested, again, it's ownitpublishing@gmail.com. Your subject line is going to be, I'm interested in being contributing writer interest. That's all you have to do is contributing writer interest. And let us know that you're interested in becoming a contributing writer. I will follow up with you and let you know what all of that entails. And you can be a part of the Own It magazine and publishing family. That's one. And then two, the call for authors. Currently, I am working on, we're wrapping up the Own It anthology. We're going to be here at the end of the month. Yes. We're going to be here at the end of the month for the Own It anthology retreat and conference, April 26th through the 30th. Here, well, I'm not in the Dominican Republic right now, but back in the Dominican Republic, which I'll be in a couple of days. And we'll be here and just a host of events and excursions and activities. And we're going to roll up our sleeves and we're going to get busy about what it is that we really want to own in our life, our career, or our business. And we really want to empower those who come to the conference and who really I want folks around me who are hungry and thirsty to fulfill what they've been called to fulfill on this earth. I want to be around people who are authentically passionate about what it is that they do and how they want to impact the lives of others and making this world a much better place. And so The call for authors is it's been inspired by my 6-book volume series called Words to Inspire You. It is the first volume, In His Presence. And to share the vision behind this is In His Presence is just what it says. It's the Words to Inspire You is spiritually based. It's based on my walk with the Lord. And each volume gives you uh, a different part of my walk, a different piece of my walk with God. And this one, it really speaks volumes for what the title says, In His Presence. I am looking for authors who, have found everything they needed in the presence of God, their own personal encounter and experience with God. Those people who haven't experienced it and would like to experience it and want to convey that. If you want to convey that in your chapter, by all means, because by writing your story, by getting connected, who knows what could happen as you participate in this project, which is near and dear to my heart because I am crazy for Jesus. I love him so very much. And to just be able to write about what it means to be in his presence is just incredible to me. And I want to share with other authors about that experience. What has it meant to you to be in his presence? And how can we inspire others to understand the power and the transformation that happens in the presence of God? And so I am looking for authors. We have an authors call tonight at 6 p.m. I will drop that Zoom link in this video once it goes live. And if you're interested in it, I highly suggest that you be a part of that meeting. Or if not, the email for this is inhispresence@gmail.com. And so you can write and say, let me know that you're interested in being a part of the anthology and you want more information. And so it's just going to be an incredible experience because when you're writing, if you are a published writer, if you're a published author, you know that the pen strokes both in both directions. It strokes to the author as well as it does to the reader. And it's therapeutic. It helps us. And so this particular project, In His Presence, really, I believe it's going to be so, if you wanted to go deeper into the things of God, if you really wanted God to really have his hands on your life, this is one of the projects that is going to compel and propel you right into his presence and the fullness of joy that's in his presence, the revelation that flows, the alignment that happens when you surrender in his presence. And so here is the cover. I'm going to give you a chance to see the cover. Beautiful, beautiful cover. I am so excited about this whole project because for me, and it's a spinoff. So like I said, this anthology is birthed from my 6-book volume series called Words to Inspire You. The first volume is In His Presence. And this volume, this particular book, when I wrote it in regards to my mother transitioning. She passed away when I was in my late 20s. And it just really gives an experience of a mother and daughter's relationship and just how, God just in his awesomeness really just works things out. Like he works things out, when you're growing up with your parents, sometimes it's you have an easy life and sometimes you have some complications. And me and my mom had some challenges in communications and her availability to me and my need as a teen. And I really share how God just restored all of our relationship, and he gave me such an insight into how he sees my mom, not only how he sees my mom, but as I, as a daughter, had the opportunity to value and honor and really appreciate the woman that my mom was and is before she left this earth. And so In His Presence has everything to do with her transformation in his presence and a daughter watching on as God brought her mom into glory. And so this is very precious and dear and near to me. And God just put it on my heart within the last month or so to share this opportunity for others to write about being in his presence. This project is a very simple project for the author, but it's going to be very, very profound, an experience of how we all come together and talk about being in his presence. And our difference is of experiences. Some are so great and some have been challenging. Some have been traumatizing in the sense of what we had to, or what got us to be in his presence. And so I just want to share in this opportunity. So that was the call for authors. And like I said, Own It Magazine and Publishing is a platform. It's a multimedia platform. And our desire is to help authors to really have the support that they need, have information and, creativity that we inspire you to be creative, and don't wait for something to happen for you to go out and make things happen for yourself. And we want to inspire you. We want to empower you. We want to equip you. We want to educate you. We want to make sure that you are living the fulfillment of what you thought or your expectations when you first decided that you were going to become an author and then went ahead and got published. Those of you who are sitting on the fence and trying to figure it out, we don't want you sitting on the fence anymore. We want to make sure that you set a goal, that you hold yourself accountable for achieving that goal. And we want to be here to support you. Now, Own It has a plethora of different publishers that are a part of our contributing writer family. That means that I am self-published, 12 times self-published author. I think I'm more than 12 times. I can't even keep up at this point. I don't even know how many magazines. We've done 200 plus magazines. And I'm feeling the weight of all of that. And so really excited about that. But I say that to say we have a variety and a diversified portfolio of experience and expertise in Own It. From the different anthologists all the way down to the varying authors that have been published, self-published, part of anthology projects. And we all pretty much, many of us have our own magazines. And so with that being said, we're here to help, we're here to serve, and we want to make sure that you're just not sitting on the log letting your books or your ideas or your stories that you have written or wrote notes about. We don't want them sitting hidden away, those hidden treasures. We want to give exposure to those hidden treasures so that other people can be motivated. When you have a society that's focused on mental health and wellness, and a society that is really down and out, we need to be the voice of inspiration as authors and writers and publishers to give them hope, to restore hope to them. And that's exactly what Own It wants to do. We want to help you as you rise up and help others to serve in the capacity of literacy. And so I love you so very much. And like I said, 4 things here. We want you to do that spring cleaning, dust off those books if you're an author, get out there and create your own events. The weather is changing here in the U.S. and it's changing in your favor. It's going to get nice, beautiful, and warm and cozy and all that other good stuff. And you want to start getting the people out to come and hear from you, hear about your message, hear about your book. What made you write your book? How did you write your book? You could be, who knows, you're probably another coach writing, author's coach or whatever. We have no idea what happens next for you, but you can have your own ideas of what's next for you. And we want to help and support you. And we want to intrigue you to step up. And so that's spring cleaning and the power of the SWOT. Look at how you've been doing all year long. We are at the end of the 4th quarter. We're wrapping that thing up. What's your strengths? What's your weaknesses? What are your opportunities and threats? Where are you not showing up and need to show up? What do you need to celebrate that you've been doing well? And so the SWOT analysis, make sure you're doing that SWOT, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and dust off yourself, those books and everything else in your mind. And let's get the spring cleaning. Let's fluffing up some stuff and let's get some events events going and some books sold. I love you so very much. Have an incredible week, and we will be back to see you next week. Don't forget, ownitpublishing@gmail.com. I'm here as your strategist. I'm here as your publicist, and I'm also here as your anthologist for In His Presence. That's my current project. Take care and be blessed.